Yo, what's up guys, Sean here, aka ImaFlyNmidget, and welcome to some Lumber Tycoon today in Roblox. I'm going to be showing you guys just how much each wood is worth. Now before we get started, I do just want to say every single form of measurement that will be taking place in this video is in 1 unit. This is about 1 unit of wood, so I'm going to be giving you guys numbers, throwing out a bunch of numbers at you guys, and everything is going to be per unit, and this is 1 unit. So, now that we got that taken care of, let's get into it. So starting out with the cheapest wood, contrary to belief me, I do say, it is not that tree that is actually everywhere. It's actually this right here, which is the elm tree, and these things are massive. When I first started playing, I was like, these are probably worth a lot more than those little twigs, but this is actually the cheapest wood in Lumber Tycoon, guys. This is only worth about $6.5 per unit. When you turn it into planks. Next up is going to be actually the oak wood that is literally everywhere and is the most abundant tree in the game. It is oak wood, and this is going to be worth $10.6 per plank of wood, guys. Now that's per unit plank as well, and I could be throwing out numbers in terms of what the log is. Like this is a log, and the plank is kind of what you mill at your sawmill. But not very many people go and turn stuff in just as logs. They kind of always put it in a plank. So I'm just gonna give you guys plank numbers. Anywho, next up we've actually got ourselves a tie between this right here, which is a cherry wood, and this right here, which is the walnut wood. Now they are worth the exact same in planks wise, and they're both worth $11 per unit. However, I do rank the cherry tree a little bit more expensive because the cherry tree's log itself is worth just a little bit more than the log of the walnut tree. Alright, now we're getting into some more of the expensive trees, and they're kind of getting pretty good. So we've got this white tree right here, which is the birch tree, and that is actually worth $15 per unit plank. So it's a pretty expensive tree for something that's pretty easy to get. Now this next one is a good one. It's actually the pine tree, which most people like to call the Christmas tree, and everyone thinks these are worth a lot. And while they are kind of worth a lot because the trees are pretty big, the per unit price on them are really not that expensive. It's only 3 more than the birch wood, and so that brings it to $18 per unit of planked wood. So not necessarily the most expensive kind of tree, especially if you're going to get some dynamite to knock down the barriers to kind of haul back a bunch. So decent tree, but not my go-to. Next up, we've got a pretty interesting one. These are the koa trees, or the koa wood, and the weird thing about this is the fact that these logs, when you don't turn them into planks, but these logs are the second most expensive logs in the game. However, most people turn them into planks, and their planks value is $25 per unit, so pretty expensive planks. They're pretty rough to get though, because you got to go across the ferry. Now we've got the tree that pretty much everyone has probably been waiting for, going like, Sean, how much are those lava wood, the lava tree, guys? These lava trees, each plank of this per unit is actually $28, so not the most expensive wood in the game, but it is a pretty good source of getting money. After the lava trees, we've got these green trees, aka the zombie trees. They look pretty funky. It's a pretty big trek to get, so if you're willing to make the long trek, guys, they're going to be worth $30 per unit when you plank them up. So if you're willing to make that trek, then go for it. Next up, guys, is this blue wood, aka cave crawler wood, and I would be showing you guys the actual tree trunk itself, but for some reason the developer of the game has blocked all passageways to go get it. So what you guys are looking at right now is just my let's play of it. And this is kind of what the trees look like. This wood is actually worth $35 per unit. It's kind of a pain to get. If you watch that let's play video, it is a giant pain in the booty to get, guys. So I don't recommend getting it for money. I'd recommend getting it for building, but it is worth $35 per unit when it's planked up. Coming back to the swamp here, we've got the gold trees, guys, the ones without the leaves. I chopped this one down over here. You can see the little gold center of them. These are worth a decent amount. They're worth about $36 when you plank them up per unit, so a decent amount if you're willing to make the trek. Now we're coming down to the 3 most expensive wood in Lumber Tycoon, guys, and I actually didn't really want to put these 3 on here because they're pretty hard to get, but starting out first is this palm wood, and it's over there. It's that island right there. It's unobtainable at this point in time, okay, guys? They apparently we're supposed to be getting boats soon, and then once we get boats, we can go over there and harvest that wood, but right now it is just, you can't get over there unless you use glitches or exploits, and then it's just, I don't even know if you can get the wood back. So I figured I'd throw it in here though. It's worth $41 per unit when you plank that bad boy up, so it's a decent amount. So if we get boats, we can go over there and harvest it, and that could be a viable option. But right now, it is unobtainable, guys, but it is worth quite a bit. This next one is actually obtainable right now. It is just super rare. It's called spookwood. This is it in plank form right here. I can't show you guys the tree because it's super rare to spawn. There are some hot spots on where it spawns, but this wood is super hard to get. It's mainly a Halloween wood, and this is worth $54 $34 per unit it's planked up. So, you know, it's a decent amount for what you get, but if you were to go hunting for this wood, it'd be super, super hard to get, guys. But I figured I'd throw this in here because it is possible to get this wood. And the last one, the moment you guys have all probably been waiting for this entire video, the most expensive wood in Lumber Tycoon 2 is glowwood, guys. Now, this wood is not obtainable right now. You cannot get it, so it's not like it's super rare. Like, it is just physically not possible to get right now. This wood only spawns on Halloween. It's super hard to get, but it is worth a whopping $334 per unit, guys, when you plank it up. That is insane. If that wood spawned regularly, we would all be millionaires. That is so much money. And if you guys are playing on Halloween, make sure you get some of that wood. Now, again, guys, this is not the best strategy to earn money in Lumber Tycoon 2, guys. It's not the best strategy. This is just how much each wood costs. So it's not like going for a more expensive wood is the best strategy in making the most money in this game. That's not true. I'll release a video on what I think the best strategy in this game to earn money is in the next few days. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to see that. And if you guys want to see tutorials on how to obtain each of these woods, because I just kind of showcased them, I didn't really show you how you get there or what's the best way to kind of harvest them and all that. So if you guys want to see all that, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, leave a like below. Leave a like below, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you guys haven't already, be fly and subscribe.